What if sitting at a grace site required you to gamble with your progress? A gamble that decides whether all you've done up till now has mattered. Well, Fear and Hunger answers that question, and it's absolutely brutal in its execution. A dungeon. It's foggy, cold, corpses are lying around, and it's just outright unsettling. You may think that going inside is probably better than staying outside. This dungeon is crawling with monsters, cultists, and dicks. Lots of dicks. Like most enemies are packing meat. Well, whether you want to go in or not doesn't matter.
I can't eat! I'm broke, nigga! I'm broke!
The only path affordable is forward. The game actively pushes you into the dungeon by sending dogs after you. Of course, there's always the option to fight them. However, that never ends well. I know that because I fought them multiple times, and each time I ended up like a toddler in front of a pit bull. From my understanding, the world in Fear and Hunger sucks. The people suck. The gods in this world suck at being gods, and everyone is screwed. So where's the hope? Usually in edgy games like this one, the main character serves the light at the end of the tunnel. The hero, the savior of all, the Superman. Not in this game. In this game, you play as one of these four. John Fear. He's in it for the money. That's it. That's his purpose. The woman, Joanne Fear, is in it because she's after some dude she met like a week before. Like seriously, you're going into the murder dungeon for this bum? Even if you ignore how he looks, you can't look past the fact that this dude is literally a serial killer who murdered this guy's wife and kids. This other dude, I've never played as him, but he looks like he doesn't wipe his ass. So once I played each of the characters for a bit, I had to choose who was going to be my main for this video. It's a difficult choice. Each of these characters played a bit differently, but from my initial experience, Joanne was the strongest. She had the best starting equipment and good damage. Now, if you're familiar with the anime community, God be with you, by now you probably noticed that this game is basically Berserk. You got ugly monsters, Dollar Tree Griffiths, going out of business Casca, and clearance rack guts. And I don't want to say this game is good because of that, but every piece of media that takes inspiration from Berserk ends up being peak. Except for the media about Berserk.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Like the fuck you mean you can't make a good anime about Berserk? A third-rate studio made a good adaptation in the cave in the 90s with a box of scraps. But jokes aside, the community for this game is all over the place. Like the first thing that pops up when I look up Fear and Hunger is a rape speedrun. The second thing is one of the biggest video essay YouTubers who talks about having a mental breakdown about media every other video. You have people who adore the game and call it a masterpiece, and you have people who get night terrors over it. Like, what's up with this dude? He became aware of the game and suddenly he's getting taunted by the fucking Babadook. He's like seeing shit in the corner of his eyes, he can't sleep with the lights off. I like to think I'm somewhere in between. I like the game, but I'm not getting haunted by it. What it does is it pisses me off. It's not even the enemies that get to me. I can understand the difficulty they bring. But it's the little things like the hunger bar or the uncommon healing items, or the random bullshit that happens. My forest run was going pretty well. I was about an hour into checking boxes and avoiding mobs when I stepped on this nail. And if you leave it there, you die from an infection. I learned that much from my third run. And at this point, the only way I knew how to avoid this was by sawing off my legs. And I was okay with that. After all, I have another leg to hop on. It's not the end of the world. 15 minutes later, I step on a second nail. Yeah, I get you should watch where you're walking, but this is a video game. Like imagine playing Arkham Knight game blown the fuck up because he stepped on a mine walking through Martin Luther King Boulevard.
Watch where you walking, bitch.
You would think it's bullshit. You see, what I haven't told you about this game is that it's potentially all RNG. Not just attacking enemies or saving, but checking bookcases too. It can all rely on a coin flip. This entire game is a mystery box simulator with a story, except every weapon in the box is a Shiva. You might as well not pick up the fucking thing. So from there I had to crawl for the rest of my playthrough. Until of course this guy died in front of the door, effectively trapping me in this hole and ending my run. Yeah, I had no save before that because I failed like 3 fucking coin flips in a row. There's tons of other little things like this, like the shit pit. Wanna know what the shit pit is? It's a room full of shit. You can get to it by over-exploration. It's just shit everywhere. Just as I expected. What I didn't expect was that there'd be no way out of here. The only way out is by taking a knife to your neck. There's no way up. Up till now, all I've yapped about is a dungeon, which is pretty bad on its own. However, it wouldn't be much of a game if there weren't any enemies. Enemies that dismember, torture, and even rape you. It's not fun. Unlike your average RPG, which encourages you to murder, pillage, and skin everything you see, this game actively encourages you to avoid battles. Every creature is horrid or overpowered, and usually takes multiple hits to get a chance at killing them. And that's not good, not in this game. You want to actively avoid challenging yourself, because 90% of the time there's no good outcome for getting into battles. Kinda like real life. You wanna know what you get out of fighting? You either lose health, a limb, or you get your cheek slapped. If you're bad, all three. No XP, usually no items, and no satisfaction. Just a temporary lingering trauma of knowing that your character got sodomized.
You fucking the hell out of me, bro. You up, nigga. I'm new, bro. I'm new to that.
Praising this game feels like thanking a woman for slapping you, taking the kids, the house, and the dog. The point is that it's illogical. But for some reason, this game makes you love, enjoy, like? No. It makes you think about it. I haven't even beaten the game once, and I had to make a video about it. Because of how much fear and hunger hates you, it lingers in your mind like a dark past. Kinda like Dark Souls. The difference is that Miyazaki made Dark Souls fair. Every death is meant to teach you something. However, overcoming great challenges is always rewarded with big chests ahead. Fear and Hunger has none of that. The most comforting thing in Fear and Hunger is closing the game and loading up your least favorite battle royale shooter. Fear and Hunger isn't a game for everybody. Hell, I would say it's a game for nobody. It actively tries to make your life as uncomfortable as possible. Rusty nails, constant bleeding, infections, dismemberment, ditty parties. Maybe this game didn't gain its popularity in spite of its tediousness, but because of it. Maybe people just tend to seek out pain and misery in order to escape monotony. Maybe that's why women who've gotten their ass beat by their boyfriends tend to return to said boyfriend after a week-long breakup. They've developed an attachment to the action and the drama. Huh. This game really makes you think. Even then, I still don't know if I want to recommend it. But what I do know is that this guy got hunted by the Babadook after learning about it. Okay guys, if it lands on heads, you have to like, share, and subscribe.